Good morning. We're going to have a look at doing some addition questions today. However, I've noticed lots of children are working on their maths really, really well. So what we're going to do is look at going a little bit deeper with that maths now and thinking about all the different models and images that we can do in order to really understand the problem. So I've got the addition calculation here, 6 add 2. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to draw a bar model just to show that problem. So it doesn't have to be a perfectly drawn out bar model, but just to remind you, we've got our bar there. And because we're adding those two parts, the 6 and the 2, I know that 6 is bigger than 2. So I'm going to make my box for the 6 a bit bigger than my box for my 2. So I'm going to write my 6 there and I'm going to write my 2 there. But at the moment, we don't know how much the whole amount is. So we know the two parts, but we don't know the whole amount. So I can extend my bar model down a bit further. So bar models aren't always there for calculations. Bar models are there to show an image to help us understand the problem. But I'm going to use it here just to help me a bit further. So I'm going to draw what 6 dots would look like. So I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to draw my 2 under there. So in this circumstance, one thing that we could do is we could count up the dots and work out that 6 add 2 equals 8. Another way that we can do the actual calculation for this is we can start on our number line. So we've got 6 add 2 equals 8. So I'm going to start on the 6 because that's our first number. And also it's our biggest number. So when we're doing addition, it's better to start on the biggest number because it's less numbers to add on. So I'm going to circle my 6 and I'm going to add 1. And I'm going to add another 1. So altogether I've added 1, 2. So 6 is where I started, and then I've added 2. And of course I've got to number 8. Okay, so that shows me my numbers there. Another thing that we can do to help us on our number line is we could put our dots up here. So I've got 1, 2. So I've got 6 whole ones and I've added 2 more. So if we go back over to here, we would put our number 8 into our bar model. So now we've got 6 add 2 equals 8. But that's not the only thing we can do with this. What we can do now is we can do some other number sentences to create a number family. So the first number sentence I've already got is 6 add 2 more equals 8. But I can also say, well, I've got 2 in this part and I've got 6 in this part. So if I add those together, that also equals 8 altogether. And then the calculation that goes with addition is subtraction. So if I've got 8 in my whole amount and I subtracted 6 of them, so I took away that part there, I would be left with 2. And similarly, if I have 8 in my whole and this time I take away my 2 part, then I'm left with 6. And that's our number family. So we've got 2 addition calculations and 2 subtraction calculations. So if you're doing some numbers at home, rather than just doing lots and lots of calculations, which is absolutely fine, another thing you can do is start exploring how could you show this on a bar model? How could you solve this using a number line? And then how can we find the fact families using only those 3 numbers to write my 4 number sentences?